One of the nice things about getting older is that you come to understand that you can integrate multiple aspects of your life together. When you're young, you think everything has to be binary, as that's exactly how you feel at that age. There was so much music growing up, but definitely Lil Wayne was a big influence because I had more of an understanding of what I was listening to when I was getting older. These characters, they have to evolve. They're getting older on the show. These are things that happen in everyone's life. People do get married, this is just a natural evolution. I wonder if we'll have Big Bang babies in the season finale. I think women should start to embrace their age. What's the alternative to getting older? You die. I can't change the day I was born. But I can take care of my skin, my body, my mind, and try to live my life and be happy. I'm a person who gets better with practice. Getting older is awesome, because you get more practice. A lot of it is maturity and getting older. You know, sort of getting married and realizing you're not out there for yourself anymore. My friends are Peter Gabriel, Bruce Springsteen, and we're singing about mortality, getting older. It's an interesting time. I'm getting older, and I'm smarter about how I eat. If you're not getting older, you're dead. Back to Love is a way of letting people know that sometimes you get caught up in trying to be successful in school or in your social life, and it's a reminder not to forget that each day people are getting older. Nobody is promised tomorrow, so we should make sure that we spend quality time with quality people. I've been running a full marathon every year for more than 20 years, and my record is getting worse. Getting older, getting worse. It's natural. I don't like getting older, but there's nothing I can do. Hitting 60 wasn't great, but I think I was lucky in not being that beautiful. It can be really cruel on people who have been stunning. I'm so stupid because I refuse to think that I'm getting older. I get up in the morning, and it's like, la, I'm so pretty. I still mingle with a lot with young people. I even go to college campuses to talk to them because I know how they think. They don't think I'm boring, either. They think I'm cool, but I want them to think I'm hot. In getting older, I find myself becoming progressively more ineffectual in a lot of different ways, and part of that is down to no longer having the youthful feeling that what you're doing has any true impact. I was baptized alongside my mother when I was 8 years old. Since then, I have tried to walk a Christian life, and now that I'm getting older, I realize that I'm walking even closer with my God. Stages are getting higher and higher, and I'm getting older and older. I'm getting older now, so I should think about a family, but certainly not tomorrow. I never thought getting older would be so great. But when it comes to depression, I have experienced less the older I've gotten. But I'm kind of comfortable with getting older because it's better than the other option, which is being dead. So I'll take getting older. I even love getting older, and knowing maybe I can't do one thing as well, but then trying to figure out how to do something else. That inner drive, I have it every day. The great thing about getting older is that you become more mellow. Things aren't as black and white, and you become much more tolerant. You can see the good in things much more easily rather than getting enraged as you used to do when you were young. The biggest lie about getting older is that excitement and growth end with youth. As a musician, life is not over just because you are getting older, and so I find retirement a very frightening and dark thought. I'm just getting older and better. Sometimes I can't believe I'm going to be 60. I always say there's no point moaning about getting older, when there's nothing you can do about it. But still, I do find it quite funny. I look at that number, 60, and I think, really, me? I was just very shy. I was never anxious to do talk shows, as I didn't know what to say. And I don't feel I have any inherent interest. But as I'm getting older, I feel I want to be able to share whatever I know if it means something to someone. Getting older is a hideous experience. I'm so glad I only have to do it once. But I've kept my mind, my career, my relationship, and I have enough money. I've been blessed. You can't stop getting older, you just have to keep going and laugh a lot. As time goes by and you're getting older and stuff like that, getting older sucks. You know, I hear all this crap about, oh, you can age with dignity. Really? One of the positives of getting older is that you forget your age. Then you find out that you're younger than you thought you were. I'm pretty fit, naturally. I do moderate exercise, and I try to eat pretty well, and I think it has an effect on me. But hey, I'm putting on the insulin tire like everybody else, but that's just a function of getting older. I have pushed the boat out as far as I should in terms of taking on too many things. I'm getting older and I just could not take it anymore. I am now monitoring myself very closely and I'm just trying not to get into that sort of state again. Now that our kids are getting older, they need their space. We dug out the basement so they will have a place to go crazy in the wintertime. My son is already talking about how he's going to make a skateboard ramp. It's just a mosh pit down there, so they can do whatever they want. We're not even going to finish it. The great thing about getting older is that you get a chance to tell the people in your life who matter what they mean to you. I feel like old age in America is a very sad thing. I have been many different places around the world where getting older is something you look forward to. Getting older is hard. Since our society equates happiness with youth, we often assume that sorrow, quiet desperation, and hopelessness go hand in hand with getting older. They don't. Emotional pain or numbness are symptoms of living the wrong life, not a long life. That's another great thing about getting older. Your life is written on your face. I just want to keep going as long as I can. I'm getting older, and I want to keep growing, and I feel pretty excited about what I do. Whether it's true or not, I believe I'm doing better as a writer, which is really nice. I'm happy to be selfish now. That's the beauty of getting older. I have become more and more afraid about marriage and parenting. I think it's because I am getting older. Of course, there will be a lot to learn, and I also know that the experience will help in my acting. It's funny how getting older, or being overlooked and underrated for more than 2 decades, can make you change your ambitions. The good part about getting older is you stop trying to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. All you are in the pursuit of is collecting experiences, beautiful, fragile little soap bubbles that you store in your heart. And every once in a while you pull one out and gaze at the delicate pictures it shows you. Growing up, getting older, your age, you get to the point where you're comfortable in your own skin, you know who you are. Part of getting older is realizing that you can integrate all these different areas of your life, rather than the adolescent mindset, which for me lasted a long time, which says, it's all or nothing. Getting older is a struggle. I always feel that just under the surface of acceptance and enjoyment of the aging process is a terrible hysteria just waiting to burst out. Since people are going to be living longer and getting older, they'll just have to learn how to be babies longer. Working with Chaplin was very amusing and strange. His films are so funny, but working with him, I found him to be a very serious man. Whereas the films of Hitchcock are macabre, he could be a very funny man to work with, always telling jokes and holding court. Of course, when I worked with Charlie he was getting older. The baby boomers are getting older, and will stay older for longer, and they will run right into the dementia firing range. How will a society cope, especially a society that can't so readily rely on those stable family relationships that traditionally provided the backbone of care? If you're always battling against getting older, you're always going to be unhappy, because it's going to happen anyhow. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.